Hi, this is Stephen Tompkins, graphic designer from stephentompkins.com, and today we're going to teach you how to twin an image using Flash. If we just select the image, in this case it's on the desktop, and take it to your Flash application, it'll put it into the artboard. If you go to your properties box, you can see the sizes for the image here, 1200 by 800. We click on the artboard, the pasteboard should I say. We want to change this size of the pasteboard to the same size as the image. So we'll do this here. Make sure the image is in position, just click it. You can see the blue line, which means it's selected. 0 and 0, so that's fine. We need to change the name of the layer so it's got proper reference. And we need to create another layer for the other image. If we click the keyframe of the new layer where we want the new image to go, that'll help for a while. We go to File and then Import to Library. Select the image you want to import to Library, and you'll see in your library here you now have the two JPEG images. If we select the woman image and drag her to the artboard, it's now put on the artboard, not in position though. So we need to change that position. Go back to your properties and 0 her into position. If we take a look at this magnification fit to window, we can see things a bit more clearly. Okay, so we have the two images now in position. Now what we need to do is convert her to a symbol, because at the moment we can't change our alpha channels. As you can see in properties here, there's no alpha channels or any settings apart from position and size. So we go to the image, we control click, and we scroll down to convert to symbol. This is the main thing for doing tweening, convert to symbol. We can change that name to something with a bit more reference. And you'll notice now in your library, oops, I didn't mean to do that. You'll notice now in your library you have man, woman, and the woman's symbol. So now we need to mess around with the timelines. The woman doesn't want to start for 2 seconds. We're working at 30 frames per second, as you see here. So we need to drag this to frame 60. The man wants to be on for 8 seconds because that's the entire movie clip. So that needs to be at 240. So we insert a new keyframe on his timeline at 240, which is control click, set keyframe. You see the man, as we just move across the timeline here, he's always there, he's ever present. And the woman at the moment is not, until you get to keyframe 60, and then she appears. Now what we need to do is we need to create more keyframes for the woman. So we need a keyframe at 120, because this is where she fades into 120. So insert keyframe. She needs to stay solid for a couple of seconds, so insert keyframe at 180. And then she needs to fade out for 2 seconds, so insert keyframe at 240. Control click and then insert keyframe. Now we need to mess around with the alpha channels. So at the moment she's solid here. Click on the image, and we've got color effects in here because it's a symbol, we have that choice. Change the style to alpha and change the alpha to 0. As you can see, the sliding scale brings her in and out of the picture. If we go to the next keyframe, she's solid. So from 0 here to solid here, all we need to now is tween it. So at the moment, if you look at this timeline, she's not there. We control click the timeline, create classic tween. Now she's tweened. If we move across, she's solid here, that's great. Go to this keyframe, she's solid, that's fine. Go to this keyframe and she's solid, that's not too good. So we click back on the image again. We go to alpha channels and we change our alpha to 0. I forgot what I was doing then. So now if we go back to keyframe 1 and then just I'll hover over the image here so you can see the effect, and then I hit return, you'll see the movie playing. She starts coming to effect now until she gets to 100% opacity, and then the alpha channel will kick in again and she'll start tweening out. No, she won't, because we haven't added the tween, and all you clever folks out there would have noticed that and I didn't. So we click on the timeline, we control click, we create classic tween. As you can see now, she's tweened. This is where it pays dividends to watch your movie before you export it. So now if I hover back over the image again and hit return, you should see her coming into effect. I've got my fingers crossed this time. She'll stay at 100% opacity and then she'll slowly go away, unfortunately. But if we export this to a SWF file, file, export, export movie, let's change that to man woman. Yes, that's that clever. You can export it to whatever format you like. I mean, the normal ones here are QuickTime Movie or SWF Movie. I'm going to use SWF Movie because I want to show you the outcome quicker. So let's click save, save to desktop, and we're done with this. Didn't take too long, did it? And if I just double click on the SWF, you'll see the SWF playing here. Now this will just keep on looping back and forth, and that's because I've put no stop action in Flash, because I want it to loop back and forth. I normally do before and after pictures for my retouching, in which case it would be the same image twice with just the retouching that you see. In this case I just wanted to show you the tween in more of a dramatic way, so 2 images. You can also put a stop action in the HTML code if it's for a website. I don't know what the HTML code is for it, but you can simply do that. So that's it. That's my first tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to get some more to you soon. This is Stephen Tompkins, graphic designer from stephentompkins.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.